If you ever get anything out of this channel, let it be this. Do not pay theater prices for this movie. What's up, everybody? Just got back from watching The Pyramid, directed by Who Gives a Fuck, because as the movie went on, it just got worse, and for some reason I was getting kind of excited. I was like, wow, they're releasing a horror movie in December in the theaters, you know, mainstream theaters, wow. The story's basically kind of found footage, just like half-assed found footage. This movie just does whatever the hell it wants basically by the end. So it's kind of like everybody has a camera, but whenever they need an extra camera, they just cut to an outside camera. So whatever. You know, that's fine if the movie's okay, but this movie's not. Basically, there's this discovery of a three-sided pyramid under the original pyramid site in Egypt. You know, so it's a massive discovery, of course, and the head archaeologist is played by Dennis O'Hare, which is the only saving grace of this movie. He's from American Horror Story. He had a great part in True Blood also, but he's the only one that can basically act in this film. So to discover this pyramid, and of course the film crew has to go along to document, and the girl leading the film crew is obnoxious, of course, as usual. And so they go in with all their little gadgets and stuff. They have a little robot that first goes in the pyramid, and things happen to that, so they have to go in the pyramid, and from there it's basically like cavern horror or whatever you want to call it. I don't know, that's the name I was thinking when I was watching it. It goes through all the cliches. Let me get into what I liked about it. It wasn't much. I like the whole Egyptian angle. You don't see too many movies based on the whole Egyptian thing. There is like a whole subgenre, but that's a cool angle. Dennis O'Hare also, you know, he's a good actor, so as the archaeologist, you know, he gives a ton of exposition. There's tons of exposition in this movie because they have to explain all the Egyptian gods to you and stuff, so there was a couple of chuckles. I have to admit, I did find myself laughing a couple times. The movie, like I said, it hits every cliche, so it's almost borderline satire. And at first I was like, oh, there's some bad CGI and, you know, a jump scare here or there, but let me get into the bad things, because one of the biggest failings of this movie is overuse of CGI. Too much. I mean, you could tell so much was done in post. There's one scene where a girl takes damage, and she's taking damage from CGI, you know, entity. And then when it cuts back to her, she has nothing on her. There's no blood, and there's no way they're ever going to fix that unless they go back with some sort of computer-generated blood and fix that. It was horrible. I was like, you could totally tell they added it in post. I mean, obviously it's in post because it's CGI, but they didn't even think it out enough to, when they were filming the practical things to put practical effects, just really started taking me out of it. Up to that point, I was like, oh, this is kind of like a cool, cheesy movie, but at that part, I was like, this is just laziness. And you'll know the part clearly, it's a girl falls into a pit, and from there she takes some additional damage from some CGI stuff, and when they come back, she doesn't have any practical damage. Totally took me out of it, and then by the end, it's just like a CGI fest. And it's shoddy, I would say. The design looks okay, but it's just overuse of CGI. Yeah, and then the whole mixed camera thing. You know, I understand it's found footage, and then when you cut to the other camera, but it's just another lazy way to get out of it. By anytime you need something to not be shown, the camera just goes dead. And that bugs me about found footage, but at least when they stick to the found footage guns, they're sticking to it. So I know it's kind of nitpicking, kind of all that shit. Just stay away from The Pyramid. Watch it on Netflix. Watch it when you can buy it for $5 on Blu-ray or some shit like that, because it's really not worth theater prices. I feel at the end I was just like, how do these movies make it into the mainstream cinemas? And I've seen like 10 other movies I could probably name off that would have been better to see in the big screen. It's just pisses me off, kind of, to tell you the truth. I don't know what to say about that. I was just like, God, this is the best offering they could get for a horror movie in December. And it's just, you know, another slap in the face to horror movie fans, to me, in my opinion. It's just, the people in the best part about the movie actually was at the end when we were all in the bathroom after. I was like the youngest guy in there, which was funny, but they were just laughing at how stupid the characters were, the other guys in the bathroom, and I had to laugh at it too, because that's how they see the movie. That's how the average person sees the movie. That's how I saw the movie. It's fucking ridiculous. All right, that's it. Enough of the rant. If you've seen The Pyramid by some chance, hopefully you didn't pay full price. Hopefully just pirate it. Yeah, comment down below. What'd you think of the CGI fest that it winded up being? I know some people like the whole CGI thing and, you know, that asylum crap like that. I'm not one of those people, so maybe this movie's for you if you like that. I'll give it 2 out of 5 for the Egyptian angle and Dennis O'Hare. That's it. All right, bye.